Have you ever played a game that just doesn't fit neatly into a box? Not quite a platformer, not quite a flight sim, but something strange, magical, and totally unforgettable. Nights into Dreams, released in 1996 for the Sega Saturn, is that game. It's a genre-bending, dream-fueled journey from Sega's heyday, and today we're diving into how it defined an entire console and left an impression that still lingers nearly 3 decades later. Nights into Dreams wasn't just another Saturn title, it was the Saturn's soul in motion. Created by the legendary Sonic team, it was Sega's answer to the question, what happens when we stop trying to compete with Mario and start creating something no one's ever seen before? The answer? A game that blends fluid flight, surreal visuals, and a vibe that's part sugar-fueled Saturday morning cartoons combined with lucid dreaming. The result is an experience that's not just captivating, it's downright hypnotic. Each level in Nights feels like a peek into someone's subconscious because that's exactly what it is. Designed under the direction of Yuji Naka, the game's environments weren't meant to look realistic. They were meant to feel like dreams. Vibrant, floaty, sometimes a little unsettling, but always full of wonder. The environments were more than eye candy, they were metaphors. Clarice and Elliot, the two dreamers of the story, each explore these dream worlds as they cope with their own anxieties. And thanks to the Sega Saturn's 2D and 3D magic, these worlds pulsate with energy and color, and just enough weirdness to keep you guessing. This wasn't your average side-scroller. This was flight, real flight. With the Saturn's analog 3D controller, players could glide, dive, and loop with a smoothness that most games of the time could only dream of. Nights didn't just jump from platform to platform. Nights danced through the sky, and as you moved through each stage, you'd switch between Nights and the two dreamers, adding variety and encouraging exploration. The goal? Collect Idea, the dreamer's emotional essence, and conquer nightmares, both literal and metaphorical. And don't forget the boss fights. Quirky, creative, slightly creepy, and always rewarding. When it launched, Nights into Dreams turned heads, and not just because of its graphics. Critics praised it for its originality. Fans loved the sense of freedom, and the developers, they took notes. Sonic Adventure carried over a lot of Nights' DNA, from level design to movement mechanics, and the influence didn't stop there. You'll find its fingerprint in independent games, dream-like platformers, and just about any title that asks, what if we stopped making sense and start making magic? Today, Nights lives on. Whether you're revisiting the Saturn Classic or trying it out via emulation or digital re-release, the experience still holds up. Sure, the original Saturn graphics are charmingly retro now, but the feel? Still unmatched.
In English, you'd call a platform action game. Except this was a platform action game without any platforms. So we had to figure out how exactly we'd even be able to do that. We came up with dozens of different rules and concepts for what sort of thing the character would be able to do in a game like this. But so we ended up in a situation where we were constantly going, well, how about this? How about this? And then we'd try it out and it wouldn't work. There was a lot of trial and error involved. The biggest thing for me was wanting to create a game world for Nights that would be as close as possible to bringing out the feel of an actual dream world. That's one of the things I like most about Nights, is the fact that, as far as I can think of, Knights might be the only game character that a person could ever actually really meet. I really like the idea that fans might look forward to the chance of possibly meeting the real knights whenever they go to sleep at night.
And the fans, they're still dreaming. From artwork to tribute videos to cosplay at conventions, the Knights fandom may be small, but it's passionate. And after all, how do you forget a game that let you fly through your fears and loop-de-loop through your subconscious? Nights into Dreams isn't just a game, it's an experience, a strange, beautiful, and unforgettable piece of Sega's legacy that continues to inspire anyone willing to take the leap. Have you played Nights? What impression did it have on you? Share your favorite memories in the comments below. Alright my friends, this is the Retro Gaming Boss signing out. And reminding you to keep your games old school and your dreams in flight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.